And welcome back to the channel, guys. It is I, Like a Boss, and by request, I have been asked to go ahead and do a base tour. This is the base that is on my server. So, let's start by going right in the front door. We'll just check everything out. This is motorcycle parking. As you can see, we have a few mini bikes. This is a door trap I have been making for, pardon me, quite some time. It's simply concrete ramps and hatches. If you go back in my videos, I actually do a vid on how to build this. I think it's last season, my single player Let's Play, Alpha 15, I don't remember the decimal point. Oh, by the way, speaking of decimal points, we are in Alpha 16.4. That means that I will be starting my single player Let's Play over again. Okay, so look for that coming very soon to the channel. So basically, I've used the new jail door here to keep the zombies out. The runners can make it up to the door, but the walkers fall down the hole. And let's look down there. Basically, I just have steel reinforced spikes down there. Okay, well, that is that. Like I said, I have a vid on how to build it. You'd have to look for it. Probably not put a link to that. Okay, let's turn on my light. There we go. Now we have spotlights all the way around. Let's figure out why they're not on. The switch is off. That could be part of it. There we go, and we could be out of gas. Let's go up here and look. There is a generator that is out of fuel. Let's refuel that and turn it on. I didn't have a ton of gas on me. Might as well fill it all the way while we're at it. There we go. And that should turn on all of the spotlights, I think. Now, there we go. Now we have spotlights for days. And I put these poles in. I actually got this from A16.4. And the reason why I set them up so high with the little relays is because barfing cops, we're taking those out, so I decided to put them up on cement poles. Using the bars here because you simply can shoot through them. That is the reason. This was just a little experiment trap. It's in pretty poor working order right now. Originally when I built the base, I put in the drawbridges, and the very first horde DT and I had, they took out the drawbridges, and we had tons of zombies inside with us. So then I built this little guy. We went through and kind of camo painted it. This was just a fighting position, was the point of it, I guess, and then standing out here over the steel bars, or iron bars, I guess they are, the zombies would get chopped up. So that was the point to this. As you can see, we have tons of spotlights. And DT did some interior decorating here because I did not paint this purple, or one of the other guys that play on the server. And this simply goes underneath where you can service the fan blade traps by knocking out this half block, and you can rewire, replace, and etc. Alright, let's go back up. Pardon me. Come on, up to the top. There we go. The skeleton design, that is what this base is called. Let's go around and we will go down into the base. Oh, also we have some wonderful shotgun turrets, as well as the 9mm turrets. This little bit right here I say a little bit, it's actually huge. Put on a jacket, my guy's cold. Zombie Killer or Bodyguard Bob, he goes by a couple of different names. He built this, it's a stairway all the way to town. DT and I helped him some, but he was the main architect of that. It's DT's farm that I built for him because he wanted a big farm. We will go out there. Let's check out the skeleton design. I made a few mistakes when I was building this. I should have set the spikes down one more level. Would have been helpful. But basically we have fan blade traps and spikes. You can shoot through here very easily, and you can melee through it. The spikes are upside down. I got this also from A16.4 because the zombies like to stick their head into poles and into spikes, and it's very difficult to get headshots that way. So simply tip your spikes upside down. They do every bit as much damage as the spikes pointed up. It's the same thing. Okay. This is a generator room. It's running the fan blades. Basically the one on this side is running that side, the one on this side is running that side, and each one gets the other end. So, also we can shut off a specific zone, and the switch controls the side it's closest to, as you can see there. Okay, let's go up top. This is how it's wired. Basically the cables come up from the generator to a relay to a switch and then go out and feed from there. Up top here we have solar panels. Those are going into a battery bank, and I don't even remember if I hooked them up to anything, but they are going to... Oh, yeah. They go, they control the turrets. They run to all the turrets. So that, our turret is completely green and runs off from battery bank and solar. This design of this base came from Game Edged. He builds the skeleton style bases. Games for Kicks also calls them toothy, but he has protruding teeth that come down. And Game Edge does more of this style. And when we built this base, DT said this was the style he wanted to go with. So that's why we built it that way. Okay? Those are catwalks all the way around. We found that we were getting a lot of zombies sneaking through this, especially the screamer, or not screamer, but the spider, so I simply added the steel bars to keep them out. This is 100% zombie tight. They have to physically break out. This is all steel reinforced pole, so they actually have to break those out to get in. Doesn't happen very often. If we have a lot of people on the server during a horde, it can happen. So this is the main underneath floor. Each one of us has a bedroom that have been playing on the server. There's Bob's, Know-It-All DM, of course me, and DT. Now I did his red and white when I was painting because that is the color of the Danish flag, and of course I did red, white, and blue for USA. Not very much in here, just a spawn point, sleeping bag, a few storage chests, and that's about what's in everybody's bedroom. More storage here, as you can clearly see. Shut off my light. 2 chemistry stations. This is a generator room. Might as well check the level of the fuel. That one is out. Let's see if we have more gas. I'll grab some gas. Might as well top everything off. As you can see, we have a bit of gasoline. A little bit. Here and there. Alright, let's refuel him and turn him on. There we go. Yeah, actually it was full of fuel. 3 workbenches. Very nice when you're making ammunition, making tools, things of that nature. This one I usually make bullets in. Storage. This isn't a wall, even though it looks like a wall. There's actually chests in there. Each person gets their own dump box. This is a general dump box where anybody can throw anything in. I have a dump box over here. DT has a dump box here. There's DT's box. And mine. Let's go into the forge room. Kind of really was thinking when I built this. I'm not sure I would do it again, but it works pretty well. The ceiling is all spikes turned upside down with some steel reinforced concrete over top to help prevent if a spike would get broken out during a horde. We have campfires and just a couple of forges, as you can well see. 3 cement mixers. Up here is all storage. Let me show you our concrete boxes. Iron. More concrete. As you can see, we could build this base over again probably about 3 times. A little bit of steel we've been making. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me turn my headlight back on. As you can see, this is the whole outside of the base, basically all lined with spikes, turned upside down with concrete where possible. This actually has 2 layers of spikes in case one would get broken out. That would be a future tunnel. So when we build a base, we always leave openings so that we could expand or do whatever. It's always a good idea. Also, check out my tips and tricks vids if you want to see this, but when I built this inner part here, I left openings such as this to the generator room where I could pass the cabling through the wall, see, and get these lights, and basically not have any wires showing inside the main rooms. So that's a little shout out to that. This goes to the fan blade traps. We've already been in this tunnel. And I recommend you build your base on top of a mine. As you can see, it's well labeled. Also, this is where I did the mushroom tips and tricks and planted some on the ceiling to show you guys it was possible. This is the mushroom farm. As you can see, we have a few mushrooms. This was the experimental mushroom farm. Okay, let's go down this hallway. Pardon me. Stupid cough, I wish it would go away. Okay, this crazy thing is called the meat grinder. And there we go. Get down here. Well, this is pretty self-explanatory, but on Horde Night, if you want, you can come down in here and hang out, and you will get zombies dropping in from above. There's a huge hole, and yeah, they pretty well get ground up into dog food, hamburger, etc. Whatever you want to call it. Take a peek inside here. Oh, now my guy's getting hot. Hot and cold, hot and cold. I don't know about you guys, but I would not want to fall in there. Show you how we have that set up. Basically, we have a generator room on each side. We use the jail room doors to be able to access and do maintenance and so on. See if I can sneak out without falling. And you can see that goes right to the surface. Walk around here. DT and I built this. He has another level going all the way to the surface there. Here is the other generator bank. And we will go back out to the main hallway. I'll show you our potassium mine really quickly. Oh, I turned that a little sharp, didn't I? Here we go. Don't want to fall down in there. There we go. That's all good potassium mining down there. This goes all the way to the surface. Well, there you can see potassium right there. Okay, we'll turn around, go back to base. Like I said, it's very beneficial, guys, if you build right over a resource, especially iron. And then you can simply just continue to stoke your furnaces non-stop. Okay, this is the iron section of the mine. I can get through here. And basically, I just grabbed an auger one day, and there was iron right below our base, but I decided I wanted to look for more, and basically dug all the way down here to the very bottom. Now, you'll know when you hit bedrock because it's got the blue specks in it, and it makes that wonderful dinging noise like when you are at the trader and try to beat on his base. But you can see we have tons of iron here. Oops, don't go that way. See if I can get lost in my own mine. Not that way either. Oh boy. Yep, through here. This is basically lead central over here, guys. Tons of lead. Yep, that's lead right there. Tons of lead, iron. We've gotten coal. We've gotten just about everything good here. There's more lead. Really, you couldn't mine it all in a game, you know, foreverness. You just couldn't. It looks like potassium up there. Iron is what I got. Okay, well that's kind of the entire base tour. If you guys have, whoops, I've gone the wrong way, I think. If you guys have any questions, comments, no I didn't, that's the right way, I just didn't go up. Questions, comments, concerns, wow, can't believe I didn't fall through here. You know, put them in the comment section and I will be glad to attempt to answer them. Let me split this out a little bit. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. And I have so many hours of gameplay in this game, guys. It is ridiculous. I don't remember how much, but it is a lot. So if you like our base design and all that stuff, give us a big fat thumbs up. Oh, there goes the turrets. Actually, I think that when the time runs out on this server, I'm actually going to go ahead and let it expire. We've kind of played it out. Maybe we'll start over again on a new server. I'm not sure, but that's kind of where we're at. Nobody's playing this. Oh, we didn't go to DT's farm. Let's go do that really quickly. So DT told me we needed a big farm, which we did because we had a ton of people playing on here. So I built this all steel reinforced concrete. The legs are upgraded to steel. It's a whole thing. And if you're going to have 4 or 5 people on your server and you're all playing together, I recommend a huge farm like this. So that's kind of what we did. I believe we're 7 blocks off the surface of the water. There are no spikes or anything. The advantage to building over water like this for your base or for your farm or whatever, I'm not sure I would do a base, but the advantage is the zombies can't run through it, so they are incredibly slow. So that would be the only true advantage, other than, lakes are kind of wasted room. So, and you can see that us building has kind of fricked up the water textures. Yeah, so keep that in mind. If you want your water to look pristine, don't build over the water. Let's very quickly go out and we'll look in the top part of the meat grinder, because why not? And then I will wrap this vid. Anyways, guys, I hope that I answered all your questions, all your curiosities. I know I've showed a little bit of this, doing tips and tricks and stuff, but there you go. That's the meat grinder. Let me turn on my light. Oops. There we go. That'll help. This works pretty well. I wouldn't build it for a primary horde defense base. I just wouldn't. It's too expensive. But for a fun build, it's great. Alright guys, hit that thumbs up button. Give me a big fat like. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Comments, questions, concerns in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. This has been Like a Boss.